wild time.
That was my turkey noise.
It's good. It's Thanksgiving-ish. Welcome to the Wild Times.
That's old news, Thanksgiving.
It's true.
It's Christmas time, baby.
Welcome to the Wild Times. This is the greatest podcast on the air. I'm your host, Forrest Galante, the broologist.
Yeah.
On my right, Papa P himself, the guy who never stops shaking his leg.
Nope.
Oh, no, that's you. You're PhD in podcasting.
It doesn't matter.
Who cares?
He's the guy.
He's the bro-ducer. He's the bro-fessor. That's it. We're done. Intros are over. Let's move on.
No, come on. It's the holiday season, Pat. You got decorations up.
Of course.
He's had them up since Halloween.
Yeah, I did. I did put up one tree right after Halloween, but now I got the real tree.
Nice.
First time ever had a service come and decorate the outside of the house.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, it's festive, baby.
I like that a lot.
How did that go? I always find it weird when people are working around the house and I'm there and I am like, hey.
Nah, they come, they look at it, they go, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
And they just like draw it and you go, looks good. And then they come back the next day and they put up lights.
God, you're so rich. I want to be rich as you.
Can I tell you a rich bougie thing I just did?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Got a $1,200 toilet.
What?
Well, you're remodeling a bathroom. You had to get a toilet.
Yeah.
We had no toilet for like 3 weeks.
Is this a fancy toilet?
It's so fancy. You walk up to it, you can either tap it with your foot,
Ooh, a smart
or you
toilet.
can look at it and it opens on its own.
Wow.
Got the bidet, bunch of settings.
Yuck.
Blows air on your tuchus.
That's
when
worth
you're done to
$1,200.
dry it
for
off.
like drying?
Oh, there it is. It's the I don't
Does
know.
it have
It's
LED
that one.
lights?
Wait, go down. Kyle,
All
go
right,
down.
settle
go down.
down.
That
Nobody
one.
cares.
Over to the left. No, not the gold one, you lube. It's that.
It
It's
doesn't
that
even
toilet.
look like a toilet.
You're never
Dude,
even home. You're never
Just
going to enjoy this thing.
Listen, I took a nice ripe deuce in it this morning.
God, I bet it stunk.
First time I've tried it because it only got installed yesterday. It's a whole new experience. I'm never going to
Is the
shower
seat
again.
warm? Is the seat warm?
It's set to 94.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you what, though.
Why are you laughing, Kyle?
Good.
It's nice.
So like when you get a new car, right, there's always that, you don't want, you want to keep it nice. You want to keep it clean.
Yeah.
And then you kind of give that up after a certain point. Like
2 days.
was taking the first deuce in there, like, did you feel guilty?
I didn't because it's got a self-cleaning feature.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot going on with this lube.
I really hope my wife is not listening. She will
Lube.
be ordering it right now to our house.
as she should.
My brother told me that he got one of those like tushy bidet things and that it's like the #1 thing that's changed his life.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I try to use the bidet
No
and I'm like,
interest.
I don't like it. I'm like, I don't.
I was on your guys'
No
train
interest.
for a long time, and then I went to Japan where everything gives you a little and I was like, in 3 weeks in Japan, I was like, I don't need to shower once here.
Japan is very clean, including all of the.
Filthy.
It's great that you can walk around Japan knowing that everybody's asshole's very sparkling clean.
This is a terrible
Lord.
podcast. Hey, Kyle, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's in the news?
There he
Ooh, a little
goes.
slow. A little slow.
Slow. Well, he was.
Long weekend. So.
He did crack his head open in Cabo, so we'll talk about that later.
Hey,
Yeah.
here's a headline. Scientists can't decide if resurrecting extinct species is real or is it just a zebra.
All right.
What do we do with
What do
this
you got?
piece of news?
Well, so this was always on our list. We never did it for Extinct or Alive. But
Right.
the quagga,
Right.
I remember always looking at it going, is this the year we'll get to do the quagga?
I know. And there is a group called the Quagga Project that's been working on breeding zebra back into losing its butt stripes for many generations now, and they've succeeded.
Yeah.
So hence where this news is coming from. It's like, did we just bring an animal back from extinction, or did we just breed a dog version of a zebra? You know what I mean? Where we just
Right.
Yeah.
selectively bred for a
Less
zebra
stripes.
without ass stripes.
Without-
That's all it is. That's literally all
So
it is.
yeah, give me a little. What do you know about quagga?
Yeah. Tell me, because I know nothing.
Sure. So quagga was so there's your regular zebra in southern Africa, right? Plain zebra. They stretch all the way up north. In 1987, the Quagga Project was born, which was a project that was aimed at bringing back this extinct subspecies of zebra. Now, the subspecies of zebra, being known as the quagga, lived only like in the Cape Town around the Cape of South Africa. And what made it unique was its distinct lack of stripes around its tuchus.
And that's it.
This is a tuchusy podcast.
Yeah, we're talking.
I wonder if he used a bidet.
It's
these
a real
quaggas.
bum forward pod. Yeah, so it literally outside of just being a normal zebra, there's very little, I believe, like DNA discrepancy, nothing. It was basically just a zebra that had this unique look to it.
Yeah.
But they lived, they were in isolation, so they didn't crossbreed with other zebra, blah, blah, blah. So they developed this lack of striping in their hindquarters. They got driven to extinction when, Kyle? See if you can find it in this article here. Sometime, when...
1883.
1883, long time ago, right?
Were they hanging out with zebras? Like
No,
in
they
pack?
weren't.
Oh, so they
That's
were
the thing.
totally.
They were
Oh,
isolated.
gotcha. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
The location
animal
of
question is a quagga, member of the horse family, roamed Africa's Great Plains before being hunted to extinction. The last one, a mare, died in the Amsterdam Zoo, of course, in 1883. So, it's been a long time since it's been brought back. So in the 1980s, this quagga project came about saying, let's breed them back. So they've basically succeeded now. Like if you go to, Kyle, maybe go to the Quagga Project's website, they have a ton of them. They have like a whole herd and they're reproducing more and more quagga, which are zebras without this stripy bum.
Right.
And so this is it. They've succeeded. Like look there, 1987 when they started to 2022. Like they've made a quagga, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. And Patrick and I always wanted to do it as a feature, but it would basically be retelling the story of the selective breeding.
Right. Like how do you make that? I feel like it's the least entertaining, like de-extinction find. Like,
So wait, leave that up for a second, Kyle. Now just pull up a regular plain zebra because if you look at,
I mean, they do look different and they look cool.
They do indeed. So look at a regular zebra here, right? Look at its bum. Look at the striping down the hindquarters. Now go back to the quagga website. So look at the animal, the founder population that they selected from in Etosha in 1987. See, they already had this like limited fading on their rump. And so they just selectively bred until they brought back the quagga. So it's really cool. It's really interesting. The question in the headline is like, is this a de-extinction?
right.
Which is a gray area. It really is. Like, I don't know the answer.
Well, what do you
Yes,
think?
No. I mean, it is because you've brought back something. It doesn't have... It's the same thing. We've talked about this before. If you grab Sumatran tigers and put them in Java, you've done the same thing.
Right. Okay.
Right? You've brought Javan tigers back. Yes, over tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, they diverged evolutionarily. They became slightly different. But if you go ahead and grab a bunch of Sumatran tigers and put them in Java, they're going to fill the same role ecologically. They're going to fill the same niches. They're going to perform the same services. And in a few 100,000 years, assuming we don't wipe everything off the planet by then, they will once again be Javan tigers.
Okay.
That is less impactful than, say, colossal bringing back a thylacine, right? Which is like nothing you could breed together is going to bring back something to fill this ecological niche.
So it's a good thing because it's filling a niche that's needed, right?
Not needed.
The quagga.
Why is it needed?
It's not needed.
Well, what if we want to hunt them to extinction again?
That's
well, then
where we
it's
need
needed.
it. Yeah.
Maybe Teddy Roosevelt wants to blast one's head off.
Back from the grave.
And you could, here's the thing, you could go and get regular zebra and let them go in that same area, and they do the same thing as the quagga did. They're not specialized. You know what I mean? They just look different. But now you're bringing now you're bordering on species introduction because it's different. You know what I mean? It's not the same. So now they've successfully bred something back that is the same. Either way, it's cool. It's interesting. I get it. I think it's the right thing to do. I don't know that it's a necessity. Does that make sense?
No, they're very passionate about it. They made a whole organization for it, and they've been doing it for
been around
40
since,
years.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
All right, so final
Love to hear
verdict. Is the quagga back from extinction? Yes or no?
One vote for yes.
I say yes. Technically, it is back.
I don't think so.
2-1. 2-1.
Pat's going to be out on safari.
No, but I think the dog comparison's right. Like,
Right.
is this just making a pug?
It's sort of. Yeah, it is. We've given him a squished up face.
Speaking of squished up faces, Kyle, you got a squished up face when you were out in Cabo, didn't you? You cracked your head open and we didn't hear the actual story. What happened?
I did, yeah.
How'd you squish your face?
So, long story made pretty short.
Very short, please.
Right after the ceremony and the dance party and whatnot, everyone decided to head to the pool and jumped in, suits on. And I did a gainer, and the pool was 3 feet deep, and I cracked my head on the bottom of the pool.
How bad was it?
Just split right down the middle.
Let me see. You got stitches?
Oh, my
No.
God.
What was your blood alcohol content?
High.
I called
God,
Kyle.
that's dangerous.
I called Kyle
What are you
yesterday
doing?
morning, and I was like, he picks up. He's like, hello.
Yeah.
And I was like, how hungover are you? He's like, I just woke up
Yo.
on the beach. Swear to God, he slept on the beach last
This was
night.
yesterday?
2 nights ago.
2 nights
sorry.
ago.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic, dude. I'm
Whose
glad you-
wedding was this?
One of my best friends from high school.
Well, nobody cares about that. Who
Yep.
cares about that?
I want to know.
Well, all right.
Well, because
fine.
what if it was like his brother's and he had to give another speech?
I did give a speech, yeah.
Oh, let's
Nice.
hear it.
How was it?
The document's already gone.
Did you go off the cuff or did you follow a
No,
script?
I had to follow a script.
Was there any tears shed or claps?
Claps.
Wow.
It was like one guy at the end, like,
Yeah, pretty
Did
much.
you joke? Did you make jokes?
Make some jokes. Yep.
Good.
Give me the best joke, and then we'll get off this topic.
Just he used to wear fake diamond earrings in high school. And
Okay.
That's good.
Had
Went
a
after him.
chin strap beard.
Ooh,
by choice.
we all did. Terrible.
By
Terrible
choice,
move.
this one.
Yeah, that's pretty good, to be honest. It's a pretty good joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the by choice is a good ad there.
Yeah. Yeah. Just fun stuff.
Good time. So I hope your head heals up. Looks
Thank
like you
you.
shaved it into a penis also, so that's good. No cameras back there, though. All right, what else
I
is in the
saw
news?
something that came across my. It's actually mother of pearl. My desk
Wow.
is made of.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
back to the desk
Yeah.
It's been a
materials.
minute. It's been a minute.
We always, it doesn't happen that often, but we have to talk about it. Sitka. Have you been to Sitka Island?
I have.
In Alaska.
Did somebody get stuck in a crack?
I've been to Sitka, Alaska. Is that an island? I didn't even know that was an island.
I think Sitka's an island, isn't it?
I don't think so. Is it?
Is Sitka?
God, we're so bad at geography.
Oh, it is. It's like a peninsula.
Yeah.
All right.
I've
Somebody
been to
will
Sitka.
correct us in the
I've
comments.
driven there from Anchorage. It's beautiful.
What'd you do?
You look out at the little fishing harbor, and
Yeah.
then we went and had some boiled shrimp and crab. It was delightful. I think I fished in Sitka too.
Did you see any bear?
No, not one.
It's a
Why?
good-
Why per tell?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of Alaskan brown bears there. in
Indeed.
Sitka. It's a very popular place for bear hunting.
Okay.
But sadly, a man who was deer hunting was mauled fatally by a brown bear.
Oh boy.
Wow.
On Halloween, believe it or not.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since there's been a brown bear killing, right? I feel
Yeah.
like they're not as common as people think. Like it's maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times when you read about it, it's someone, and I don't know in this story if he'd already gotten a deer, but a lot of times it's when you're field dressing your deer. After you've got the deer, the smell, the bear
Yeah.
comes in, goes, "What the fuck is that?" and then mauls you. Not because it's being mean
That's
for any reason.
That's interesting though, because like you'd think that's probably when you're the most comfortable. Like you've now made the
The
kill.
hunt's over.
Yeah, the hunt's
Yeah.
over. You're over there, and now you're like chilling, But that's when you need to be the most alert.
Oh, he had. Yep, he'd gotten his deer. So yeah, that's when it happens a lot. Is you got the deer, you're trying to get your meat and get the fuck out of there.
So they're
and, the
basically
bear
coming,
comes in.
competing for the food with you. They're just like, fuck off. I'm going to take this food
Yeah, I
from you.
mean,
In this case, multiple bears came in.
Wow.
also,
ate
if a
the
bear
deer.
wants a deer, give him the deer. I'm
Oh,
sure this
yeah.
guy didn't have the choice. Otherwise, he would have made that choice. But,
Yeah.
if a bear's coming in saying, give me that deer, like feeling territorial or defensive over something at all, anything,
Yeah.
give him the deer.
There-
Of course.
There's this
1,500-pound bear.
I was fishing in Cold Bay, Alaska, fly fishing in one of the rivers up there, and I hooked into this beautiful king salmon, and it ran from, we were fishing like right at the mouth of the ocean, and it ran from where I hooked it out into the ocean, and I started fighting in the river and landed it on the beach, but where I went to land it, down came a bear. It's like 10 years ago. Probably biggest king salmon I've ever caught, easily 40 pounds. The bear got the salmon.
Yeah.
Not going to contend with it. It's all yours, buddy. It was awesome to see. I didn't have any cameras, anything, but this bear just came waltzing out of the woods, came down, took the salmon, and walked off with it.
Like,
And
thanks.
I was like, it's all yours, bud.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight you for that.
Kyle, there's this hilariously viral video that I keep seeing on Instagram where this person on a bike in the woods is just getting chased by a bear and going so fast, right? And the bear is just is behind him, not losing any ground. Bears can go what, like 40? I mean, it's insane how fast this bear
This is such bullshit. Is this the one in Russia?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let's take a look here.
Oh, no, this one might not be as bullshitty.
But
wonder
so
why.
somebody took this and put POV. Your headphones are still in and a bear's chasing you, and it's like, I'm like a bird, while you're like terrifyingly running
Little
away
Nelly
from the
Furtado.
bear.
Yeah, you don't have time to change.
Yeah. But
Um,
this is interesting at the end of this one, I think. If we keep watching, if you want to go, it's just chasing him. He looks back a few times. Yeah, he hops off the bike. So the bike is now down on the ground, or he might have the bike, but he runs to the side, and now you can see the bear. He turns and looks at the bear. Wait for it. The bear, where's the bear? There he is. He comes over, and he's just like looking around, and the bear he just fooled him because he's hiding behind a skinny tree.
I think this is shenanigans, and I'll tell you why. We should
Ooh,
break this down for
controversy.
a second. So, X out of this, Kyle. There's one where a guy's running with his dog, and a bear's chasing him. See if you can find that, and it's clearly a pet bear. Like,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
have you seen
that
this? It's I'm almost certain it's like the same bit of woods. And so I think it's this guy with a pet bear in Russia.
You're getting really good at GeoFinder.
Yeah, right. But I'm pretty sure it's this guy with a pet bear in Russia who's just doing shenanigans and it's blowing up on the internet, like 1 every 10 videos.
Well, hey, he's a genius then.
It's definitely not that. That's hilarious.
Running
though.
by a Kia
In
dealer.
front of the Kia dealership. I don't know how to find it, whatever. But
Well,
it-
there was also the one where the guy was skiing. Remember that?
maybe just chases the dog. Yeah, I've seen the one with the skiing as well. Is that one legit?
No, I think it was the same thing. I
Yeah.
think it was we suspect that it was his pet.
Forrest, have you ever been chased by a big animal that could kill you?
Oh, of course, yeah.
What's the most like either terrifying or crazy one you've had?
Well, with a bear, there's just nothing you can do. So
Right.
if you can't outrun it, you're fucked. There's the whole what is it? If it's black, play dead, or what's the saying? There's
Black
like a rhyme.
stay-
No, black bear. If it's attacking
If it's
you, you're
black,
supposed to fight
back.
it off.
If it's brown,
Lay down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the.
If it's white, you're dead.
Yeah, it's all bullshit though. I mean, the thing is, if you
This
turn,
is fake.
yeah, we've talked about this before, but if you turn and run and act like prey, they're gonna treat you like prey.
Can you get away from a bear by climbing a tree?
No, absolutely not.
What about going in water?
Nope.
What about kicking it right in the face?
Nope.
No.
None of the above will
All right, I'm
work.
gonna just stay away from bears then.
That's the best option. Yeah. No, everything I've been chased by, I've been mock charged by elephants and had lions show off and stuff. You got to hold your ground and show them you're not a bitch, basically.
Okay,
Wait, but didn't you run from the hippo?
Yes, I did. There was no holding my ground for that. He would have smushed me. So over the weekend, I was shooting at Extreme Wildlife Foundation. They've got a ton of incredible big cats there. They've got clouded leopards. They've got Carpathian lynxes. They've got bobcats, servals. And they were grumbling to me because it's this immaculate facility, but they're like, these cats stink. Changing their litter's the worst. And I was
Oh,
like, hey,
God.
guess what? Guess what?
No, you didn't.
I did. Pretty litter.
Pretty litter.
I got them bags of Pretty Litter. They're going for it with their big cats. I don't know if it's ever been used for this before, but they're stoked.
It is. You guys all know I have a cat, Lemley. It's my favorite product that I've ever pet product that I've ever had. It's amazing. If you are looking for a last minute gift for a cat owner, give them a year subscription to Pretty Litter.
Yeah.
Comes in the mail once every 3 months. You get your 3 bags. You just dump the bag in. It's so easy. It's miraculous. No smell.
Pretty Litter is amazing. You have to try it. Go to prettylitter.com/wild to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. That's prettylitter.com/wild to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. prettylitter.com/wild. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details. People don't want to see my milky thighs anymore, my chubby's 5.5 inches.
So creamy.
So I hit them up and got myself a pair of their Everywhere pants. Oh my God. They are durable, water resistant, and perfectly lightweight. I love them.
I got the flannel from them recently. It's my favorite winter jacket now.
Yeah, it's the time of year where you can start busting out the. I look bad in summer clothes.
You look bad in everything.
Chubby's doesn't just make board shorts, they also make really cool pants. Check out their website for their best deals of the year. Folks, for a limited time, our friends at Chubby's are giving our listeners 20% off with the promo code WILD20 at checkout at chubbysshorts.com. That's 20% off your order with the promo code WILD20. Support our show, please, and tell them we sent you. This holiday season, gift yourself and your loved one some Chubbies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This week I was in Florida.
Mhm.
I had to drain a literal cesspool. Didn't know literal cesspools were a real thing. There I am in it, catching a gator.
Wow.
I came out of it covered head to toe in the stinkiest poop imaginable. True
Gator
story. This is what I used to clean up.
Your Mando wipes.
We went through 40 Mando bags, I swear to God.
You guys, Peter, you love your whole body deodorant.
dude.
You talk about it. Created by a doctor who saw
Mhm.
firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. Clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours.
Works way better than soap alone. No question.
Yeah.
No
It's-
question.
Smells great.
Mando starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like the mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code WILD at shopmando.com, shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
Dude was bummed about tonight's game, but realized we're prize picks in it. It's a terrible game. Has no
Thank
bearing
God.
on the playoffs. Cowboys.
Bengals.
Bengals. Yeah.
Both out of the
Still
playoffs.
happy.
We're still going to have fun. You want me to run
That's
down our lineup, our prize picks
Yeah.
lineup for tonight? All right, we're
Let's
doing
do it, baby.
Cowboys quarterback Cooper Rush more than 234.5 passing yards. Also, he's going to run for more than 2.5 rushing yards. So he just needs a 3-yard run. Chase Brown, more than 73.5 rushing yards. Brandon Cooks, more than 26.5 receiving yards. And Kavonte Turpin, more than 11.5 receiving yards. $20 pays $310. We're going to have some fun watching. For those of you who haven't gotten on board with Prize Picks, they put their members first, so all the withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Sign up today, you get $50 instantly. When you play $5, you don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed.
That's right. Download the app today and use code WILD to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use the code WILD to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Run your game.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, by the way, so we talked about this on the bonus pod, and we don't have to talk about it for a long time, but a lot of people have been asking because you talked about going to Alaska to see the polar bear.
Mhm.
Just a
Canada.
quick. I thought it was Alaska.
Canada.
No.
God, I am so old.
Not to mention, we've talked about it extensively.
But we haven't talked about it on any public pod because many people have asked. And
Are you sure?
I swear to God.
Oh, wow.
I keep telling them, dude, we talk about so much stuff, we don't like to repeat it. But anyways, Forrest, how was it? What happened?
It was cool. We went with Churchill Wild. We flew into Churchill, Canada, and then went up to this private lodge in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
We were in an area the size of the state of California that was uninhabited.
Oh,
No
that's
people. We're the only
wilderness.
lodge in the state of California. It was amazing. On the Arctic tundra.
Yeah.
And,
It's
you
pretty
know,
warm out.
I think I mentioned this. Yeah. It was 86 degrees when we landed in the Arctic. And so the
Crazy.
bears were just like... So it wasn't quite what I had envisioned with the whole walking on ice with polar bears roaming around, bopping seals on the head. It was just like a bunch of hot bears lying in the tundra. But it was cool. It was cool. We're working on putting a video together from it. Mitch shot it all.
Nice.
It was beautiful. I mean, and the accommodations and the stay and everything were awesome.
Cool. But
Yeah.
you crossed it off your bucket list. You got to see
Exactly.
the polar
Did you, though?
bears.
No.
I knew it.
I crossed it off my bucket list. Yes, I got to see the polar bears. I don't feel fulfilled as though I did something with polar bears. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like the quagga thing. It's the same thing. It's technically you've done it. However, was it worth it?
It was worth
here.
it.
So, okay, let's say seeing a polar bear at the zoo is a 1.
Right.
Hiking through Siberia and having multiple close encounters with polar bears a 10.
Yeah.
What was this closer to a?
This was a 6.
Okay.
They were
All
in
right.
the wild. I saw them. I saw the cubs. I saw playing. I saw feeding. But I didn't get to dart one and lift it with a helicopter and put a collar on it. And you know what I mean? All the things
Yeah.
I like to do. So,
Yeah.
I left some room for improvement. Let's put it that way.
Dude, so when I was filming the show that we did in Greenland, we added this new cast member for season 3.
Uh-huh.
And it was the farthest north we'd been, and it was the first time that we were in potential polar bear territory.
Okay.
And so obviously as a producer, I'm like, that's a good thing to be aware of. It's a good story.
Sure.
Right? That
Sure.
we're in polar bear territory. You got to be careful. Blah,
Be
blah, blah.
aware.
And so I know that he had multiple encounters because he'd hiked across Siberia and stuff. And I was like, hey, so, interviewing him for the show, I'm like, tell me the story of like the closest polar bear encounter you've had. And he's a total California guy. And he goes, yeah, he's like, so I was sleeping in my tent in Siberia. I had to take a shit. And so I
Bum
got out
forward.
of my tent and just like stuck my ass out of my tent and just taking a shit. And I just turned around. There's a polar bear staring at me while I'm taking a fucking shit.
Who's in the zoo now, man?
I'm just like, thanks for the story, pal.
So I'm going to dogleg us dramatically here
Good.
for a second.
It's the best part of the pod.
One of my favorite things that Patrick does is when he explains an ex-girlfriend who he won't names friends that she grew up with from
Oh, yeah.
Newport Beach. Can you do your California? I mean, you pretty much just did it, but can you just set
I
the
think
stage?
it was just her group of friends
Yeah, from Newport Beach,
from Palos Verdes.
from PV, my beat.
And the guys all had just loose jaws.
I love when he does this. Please,
just
please
ask
say
me-
more.
Ask me a question. I'll be one of them.
Hey, Patrick, what were the waves like today?
For sure. For sure. Totally. For sure.
What'd you do this weekend?
Oh, dude, it fucking hammered for sure. It was just like the jaws weren't tight enough.
Mouth
to,
never closes.
Yeah, never fully closed. I liked a lot of them, by the way, but everything was off for sure.
Dude, he would call me after a hangout with them, and he'd be in that voice for like 8 minutes on the phone.
Oh, you caught it. Yeah, you caught the voice.
No, he would do it intentionally because he'd know that it was so irritating.
Incredibly
and the best part about it was his ex-girlfriend, who we won't name, was sitting next to him in the car while they were driving home.
Just getting furious. What are you doing? What? Who are you talking
Everything was for sure.
For sure, man. Totally dude-like, man.
Well, you ever get stuck in a situation where you have to go with your significant other's group of friends for like an overnight?
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I've managed to avoid that so far. Yeah.
Where like conversation's not particularly easy or fulfilling.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It is rough.
It's rough. And you can't get out of it. And the only thing you can do is just drink.
And there's dead space.
Yeah.
There's like dead space between conversation. You're like, okay.
Oh, God.
And then you just leave it.
Also,
You don't know what else to
these
say.
people were 10 years younger than me.
Oh, God.
So it's just like everything is like, yeah, don't be 35 and hang out with a bunch of 25-year-olds. It's part of what you're not supposed to do.
It's really hard, I find, just going out and being in any social situation without drinking. It's impossible.
That's why it was invented. I'm pretty
That's why
sure.
it was invented.
We had a little slumber party that we had.
You two
yeah.
did?
Yeah, you were out of town, but
Missed out.
Yeah.
Say more.
Well,
It was great.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Pat,
What did I
Who
do?
stayed at whose house?
So
How much swimming did you guys do with the other couple?
Well, Pat actually did show us his pool. The concrete had just gotten filled, and he was watering it furiously.
Yep, and seasoning it, curing it.
Dude, literally, I was thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, we've turned into Hank Hill. Like, we're standing outside with our drinks, and he's like, yep, pool got filled in. He's like, got to water it.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow, that's really interesting. And like 10 years out of it, like, what the fuck are we doing? I got to just go back into your house and take shots.
Well, we wanted to do a hang. We used to do a thing called the Four Horsemen's Dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was me, Peter, Justin,
Yep.
who was a producer on Extinct or Alive,
Yep.
and another guy named Ethan who moved back to Boston.
Yep. I've
So-
heard many stories of Ethan.
So we would do the Four Horsemen's Dinner, which was like a Christmas event.
Uh-huh.
We'd go to dinner and we'd exchange gifts.
Yep.
But
Bird whistle.
But this year we just did the Three Horsemen,
Yep.
and it was me, Peter, and Justin at my house.
Nice.
Justin came over wearing full Christmas PJs.
Of course he did.
We built
He's also 11 feet tall for anyone listening to this.
Yeah.
So that man in Christmas pajamas is basically like a scene out of Elf.
we had some glue wine.
Oh.
Yep.
What's
Blue
that?
wine.
It's a German. He has a German wife, so he brought over some glue wine,
Was
which
it
is
warm? Is that a warm wine?
It's red wine that has like some sugar in it and some spices.
Makes the whole house smell
It's
Christmassy.
basically mulled wine.
I'm getting like a little bit upset about that I missed out on
Well,
this.
we're doing
Yeah.
it. We're doing
You
our
were
party.
you were out of town. I would have
No,
invited
I
you.
understand, but sounds lovely.
Because we need a fourth horseman.
Of course, yeah.
And we built a couch fort.
Dude,
Did you?
this
Yep.
is incredible.
We built a couch fort, and
No, but so like me and
I just
Justin.
want to point out 1 second before you
Yeah.
explain this. Literally, the last thing out of Patrick's mouth was "Don't be 35 and hang out with a bunch of 25-year-olds." The next thing he said was, "We built a couch
we
fort."
sure did.
There's certain things though that you can do as an adult that
Okay.
really make it nice. And
Okay.
me and Justin were yammering. We're tipsy. We're scarfing down food.
Sure.
And like we turn around and Pat's just making a couch fort. And we're like,
Yeah.
we're like, what's going on here? And
Yeah.
then he's like making a couch fort. And then
And then we hung out, ate, drank, and then climbed into the couch fort and watched
so
Bad
first
Santa.
of all,
So good.
I'm still standing over by the counter and he's on one side of the couch fort and Justin's on the other. These are big, Pat's meager, but Justin is a big man and there's not too much room and there's just this middle area. And I look and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like we're 40 plus.
There was plenty
I'm
of
gonna
room.
lay in between you.
And so then what'd you do?
I filled my wine up and I laid right down. We popped Bad Santa on and watched the entire movie. And it was like the best night of my life.
It was great. It was great. And then we were kind of falling asleep towards the end.
Little
Everyone-
snores.
It was probably like 10:15 at this time.
No, we went late. We went
Yeah.
to like after 1.
Oh, nice.
I got home.
Nice.
I got home and I sipped on the rest of the absinthe that I had in the freezer.
Oh,
Stayed
wow.
up until like 2:30. Next day, I had committed, and so the next day I was like, tomorrow. I really built myself up. I'm like, tomorrow, you're absolutely fucked. Just accept it and be okay with it.
Send it.
And then the next day, I was like, I was just calmer because I had accepted the fact that I'm gonna feel like shit all day.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Anyways,
But
yeah.
it was lovely.
A true little joy.
Does that sound a little suspect to you that we all laid together in a couch for
That part's questionable, but I mean, it's not suspect because I know that you guys boinked afterwards. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
okay.
It was more of a circle jerk, but yeah.
Yeah. No, it was nice. It was nice.
Forrest, you had a little Christmas surprise. I saw you posted it on your Instagram. I mean, you literally posted a video of your giant herpes in your mouth.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Well, I went to Tijuana for a weekend.
Okay.
And there's a lovely place there called Hong Kong, known as a whorehouse.
Instant herpes.
Okay.
No. Do you know what? Did you hear what happened or not?
No, I saw it and had to turn it off immediately.
So
'cause it
you
was
don't
so
know what
gross.
happened?
No.
Okay. Do you know what happened?
I don't even know what you're talking
Kyle,
about.
do
I
you
can't
know what?
see your
Well,
face.
you see the herp, right?
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Woof.
Kyle, do you know what happened?
No idea.
Okay. Let's
Nobody
do this.
follows you on
Let's do this.
Instagram.
That's fine. No, I like this. Kyle,
Yes.
take one guess as to what happened to my lip.
Rugby.
Good guess. Petter?
You got bit by a big cat.
No, I think you did something with like a little lizard that clamped on your lip.
These are all very fair and good guesses. I got headbutt.
Oh.
Kyle, I just sent you a clip. Roll the clip. Take a look what happened
Oh,
here.
boy. Here we go. Let's go. Everybody, avert your eyes.
Oh,
Oof.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. You see that?
That's gnarly,
So-
dude.
Oh, is that a wallaby?
It's an all-white red kangaroo.
Red
It's hopping
kangaroo?
around like a loon. I crouched down to say
Oh, he got you, dude.
Right in the face. Right in the
Oh.
kisser.
hard.
You
he
recovered
nailed ya.
quickly, but
I was trying to play it cool, but it fucking hurt, dude.
oh no, dude,
That's like a-
that's yeah.
That
he
was
got you.
solid.
He came
You're
in-
bleeding instantly.
Instantly. And look at the speed he's hopping around leading up to this. Like he's
Yeah.
moving quick. And the inside, go to the other video, Kyle. The inside of the lip is what really.
Oh man,
This
the
is
inside's brutal.
this is like 6 hours later.
Oh, God.
Who'd have thunk that working with animals would be more dangerous than going to my alumni rugby game today? I was supposed to be playing in a rugby game, and I was like, nah, this is safer. I'll do this.
Look at that. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
he full
Here you go. Oh, it's
he
so
just
good.
full jump right at the beginning of his jump, and he just bashes.
He nearly
his
knocked
skull.
me out, I swear.
Dude, it's every time you watch it, it
so
gets worse.
fun to watch.
Yeah.
Hang on, can you kind of frame by frame it, Kyle?
So for those watching at home, give us a play-by-play here, Pat.
Oh, look at his face.
So Forrest is in a crouching position, presumably about to talk to this kangaroo's owner or caretaker, and he just plants his skull directly into your lip at full blast.
This frame right here looks like you're about to give him a kiss.
It looks like I
Yeah.
was making out with him.
And then-
there's one.
Oh,
Boom.
you literally almost
you
go
get-
down to the ground.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's great.
He got me.
I mean, that could have been a concussion. I mean, that's the same as if that dude just wound up and gave you a right hook to the lip.
Well, this is what I've wanted to do to you since the day I met you.
It's
so.
been
Jeepers.
probably 6 or. That's a great
If
frame
you are
grab,
only
Kyle.
listening, you gotta see this.
It's been 6 or 7 years since I've taken a straight fist to the face.
Yeah.
This was much worse. That kangaroo's head was like rockish. I
So
don't know how
were
else
you
to put it.
filming for your YouTube channel or for a TV show here?
For YouTube, yeah. So we
Okay,
went to
nice.
these people are amazing, by the way. They have this incredible, like you could see the level of the facility called Extreme Wildlife Foundation, and we went to meet some of their animals, and they're all really friendly. This one was a little bit too friendly.
You got just
Yeah.
a lot of energy. You
Do you
know?
think you
He
felt
just had
bad?
a lot of energy.
Yeah, he felt trapped. You don't see this in the video, and I'll be glad to throw them under the bus. It's Mitch's fault. The kangaroo was doing these circles,
Yeah.
and then Mitch walked in and crouched down as he was hopping up. So the kangaroo changed,
Diverted.
diverted, you know,
Yeah.
to not like he couldn't finish his lap.
Yeah.
So where Mitch crouched down, the kangaroo had to now move, and then he felt trapped because he turned. And he was stuck between me and Mitch.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, "Fuck you!"
That's good.
Head to the lip. Yeah.
This is why you
Dangerous.
should fire Mitch.
I've been saying this for many years.
Stop working with it. It's funny because I saw you were doing this alligator thing. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
Mitch is. I mean, he's had the same pair of pants
It's insane.
for like 7 or 8 years.
If
that
I'm
he-
lying or
they
dying,
doers?
I made the same exact joke to him this past trip.
Oh, really?
He walked out in his mustard yellow pants.
Yeah, they're baby diarrhea yellow
and I was like,
pants.
who has these one pair of pants for this much time in your life?
So I have the same pants, but they're a rotation of 5 pairs of outdoor pants.
As a
that I
normal
like.
person should.
Mitch is always wearing these diarrhea pants.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna have just one pair of pants, they need to be like a standard jean, so nobody knows that you're wearing the same
Right.
ones every single day.
So
Yeah.
wait, what are you guys doing here, submerged waist deep in mud with an alligator?
These are the questions. First of all, never again will I do a show with Chris Gillette.
Why?
He's a delight. He's the nicest person to be around. He has a 6-pack abs. He's about 4% body fat, and he's 6'8".
Yeah, no, yeah.
So
he's a
me
Hulk.
standing next to him is awful. Every frame I looked at, I was like, well, I look like a little person
Put
who's
some lifts in your shoes. next time.
clinically obese compared to him. So never again will I do that. But
That's a great pick.
What are you
Yeah.
guys doing there?
So I can't talk about it too much. It is a Discovery show that's coming up. I'll say that. But I will say this. Go back to the last photo. Notice anything interesting about the sides of this swamp?
They're green.
It does
Oh, and black.
and vertical.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't get out.
You call me Donald Trump because I drained the swamps.
Okay.
I drained the swamps.
Okay,
What are you
that's
doing
a
there?
Great impression.
Thanks. That was the best I could do.
Yeah, you should probably lose that.
No, there was an animal stuck inside of this facility that you're seeing. You can see that's not natural, right? That's not organic, those
Right.
sides.
Yeah.
This is an abandoned pool. I'll say that.
Oh, wow.
And we spent all day trying to catch it, couldn't do it. Went to the store, picked up 3 trash pumps, the kind that they use to drain like a basement. You know about
Yeah,
this.
Pat's basement.
Yeah.
Some pump.
Some pump.
Yeah.
Drained the swamp.
It's getting better and better.
I'm not going to give it up.
Kyle
so
is
good.
cringing.
I'm not going to give it up.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Bleep it out.
And don't do it. And yeah, drained the swamp and caught this little cheeky girl right there
Nice.
who was terrorizing this pool.
Can you go back to that other picture? I want to see the girl again. A bit. How big? Like 5 feet? 7, 4?
She was 6'7", I believe, 6'8", something like that. Yeah, we measured her, but it's been a few weeks.
How
But
do you,
yeah,
well, I mean, if you can, describe how you ended up catching her. Like, you just tackle her? Or
well,
did you
so we got to the point in draining that swamp that you see there where the bottom was just muck. And the trash pumps couldn't clear it out anymore. So I had this great idea. I was like, look, this is an old pool. We can drain it. We'll clean it. It'll be nice. She'll just be like wiggling around in the bottom. It worked. It took us 10 hours to drain that thing with 3 3-inch trash pumps. It was a
Wow.
lot of water.
Yeah.
And this is all from the hurricanes. You know, the hurricanes that went
yes.
through recently?
Yeah.
So we drained this thing, but it got down to go to the next photo, Kyle. It got down to, nah, not that one. The one in the pool.
6 inches, 12
No,
inches?
look, I mean,
oh,
I'm
wow.
nearly
deep.
waist deep.
Wow, yeah.
And that's in the deep end. So we had to wade around. It's like that fucking scene out of Star Wars where he's like, I got a bad
Oh, in the
feeling
trash.
about this in
Yeah.
the trash.
Yeah.
Because we're just wading around with a pissed off alligator in literal waist deep sludge.
Yeah.
And the trash pup couldn't do it anymore. They all 3 of them kicked the bucket.
Yeah.
And so we just had to wait around until we bumped into the skater. And then Chris and I had to work together to catch it and wrangle it. And I won't give away how. It was very scary. And I wouldn't say a narrow miss, but it was not great.
Good times, man.
Bumping into gators in muck that are pissed off.
That you can't see, by
And
the way.
also, we didn't know if this thing was 6 feet or 2 feet or 11 feet.
So
We'd
you guys
seen it
hadn't
like
even
twice,
seen-
like thrash.
Oh, really?
And that's it. So we're just like in there poking around with sticks.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
Who's the skinny camera guy?
JQ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forrest, lot of people. That's my Trump
How many?
impression. Many people want to see me and you and Patrick if you can make time. But they want me to go on one of these ridiculous things with you. And you've been doing a lot of them now.
So tell me, if you were in
Yes.
that situation, I was like, all right, listen, Petey.
Hold the boom.
Yeah, I would go.
I'm calling you Petey in these scenarios.
Yeah.
Listen, Petey, we're getting into the muck puddle.
No, do it.
And we're going to walk around until somebody bumps into an alligator. If you bump into its face, it's going to break your leg.
I would do it.
Okay.
I would do it.
Okay.
The reason that I bring it up is because like you've been doing a whole lot more content for your YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and some of it's like relatively local. I feel like we could actually make it happen now.
Kyle,
Yes.
what do we take Petey on coming up? We got quite a few things. What do we take Petey on?
Is there anything localish? Not like super local, but like localish.
No.
Damn it.
Islands.
Huh?
Channel Islands.
Channel Islands. That's localish.
You were going to do that as your own camping trip.
I know. And
Solo.
Then my buddy punctured his lung and broke 3 ribs, and we couldn't go anymore.
Actually?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Mountain biking.
Oh.
And then
He sounds like the more fun of the two of you.
well, he's single. He doesn't have any kids.
Yeah.
But
Who's this, Joe?
Yeah, Joe. And then shortly after, get this, right? So this guy, I'm like, bro, like, take it easy, man. You're getting up there. You're almost 40. He's like, yeah, I know. And I'm telling you, like, within 3 weeks, he's out there getting a nose job. I'm like, the doctors let you get
for fun?
No,
He fucked up his nose in the bike accident.
He couldn't breathe. No, it's totally separate thing.
Okay.
But grown up shit. He hit his deductible, blah, blah, blah. But I could
grown up shit.
I could not believe that literally within 3 weeks, the doctors were like, yeah, go have the septum surgery. You still got a hole in your lung. You still have 3 broken ribs. Like, who goes and wants to be in that much misery? A nose job fucking hurts like a mofo, dude.
Yeah, I need one. I'm supposed to get it. I have to have the septum surgery.
Dude, you're going to sound like a different person instead of talking like this, like you normally do.
Really?
Rude.
The guy who does Shark Week VO.
Yeah, but you really have to try for that. You're like, no, next time on Shark Week.
It's pretty spicy, though.
Sorry.
Is that how I sound when I do it?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it for real.
The hammerhead shark.
It's pretty good,
It's
dude.
good. It's
so
sultry.
silky.
Yeah, it's
Thank
sultry.
you.
Speaking of Shark Week, check this out. My buddies, Garrick, and I forget who he was with, but they went out to Santa Rosa Island, speaking of the Channel Islands.
He looks like a Garrick.
No, Garrick's even worse. Go back up, Kyle. Go back up. Click on Joe's profile picture. This was out at the island. So they're like loading up the boat. Crystal clear water. Look at that
Nice.
white shark.
Wow.
Where they were lobster diving.
Wow.
So literally they just gotten out of the water. Go to the next picture with this with that bucket of bugs, and they look down and that thing's swimming around under the boat.
So
in
this is a
crystal clear water.
Huge. What is that, like 12 feet?
That one's smaller.
Small,
I'd say
10?
it's 9 or 10.
Okay.
But they also saw
That's
an
still pretty
18
big.
that day in the same spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
So that's a spot. I won't say it because I don't want to give away one of our good spots, but that's a spot that me, my buddy Garrick, this guy Joe, a bunch of us have been diving for years to get really nice lobster out
That's a
of.
sweet nipple. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
And everybody says it's really sharky, and I'm always like, shut up, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
They saw 2 sharks that day.
So is that where
It's
you're taking me?
It's the clearest I've ever seen the water. That's why. I think those sharks are all over that spot. It's just the water's not usually like that.
So because it's easier for them to hunt in clear water, or what do you mean?
No, it's
No.
just sea conditions. Some days it's murky. Some
I
days
got you.
it's clear.
That's
He's
why
saying the
they've never
sharks
been
are always
seen.
there.
I think
Gotcha.
the sharks are always there. We've just never known to see them there because they either ignore us or whatever. We don't bump into them. But that's the clearest I've ever seen
So
the
this
water.
guy
at that
Joe
spot.
is one of your buddies?
I know him through Garrick. I don't know him well, but
Is he a Santa Barbara guy?
yeah, he's a bra.
Is he smashing?
Yeah, he does well.
What does that mean?
He's pretty hunky.
Yeah, he's a dream.
He's got Graber bait
Yeah.
easily.
For the old for the old Brusners from the beginning, they know who Graber is.
Hey, I like the game where we guess the animal based on their native name. Kyle, give us a jingle.
Kyle's getting a lot of fanfare for his pronunciations, by the way, in the
Is he?
comments.
Can
Yes.
Can we just take?
He's so smug right now, too.
Look at him.
It's because he slept on a beach 2 nights ago.
Well, and then
Can-
shaved his
And
head
then a
into
futon
penis.
last night.
Cracked his head open.
Did you sleep here last night?
Yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't have any shoes on. You can't tell.
I didn't notice. Before we do this, a lot of brosners don't know this. MK makes our jingles.
Okay.
Been an OG brosner. He makes them off of us making silly sounds. Can we each just spend 3 seconds making a silly sound for guess the animal based on their native name?
Yeah.
Sure.
Lead us off.
Meow.
Guess the animal based on their native name.
Okay. I'm going to get some of these, I think.
Let's go.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So, Kyle, how does this work?
There's a very strange word on the screen here that I'm going to attempt to read. That's an animal in a different language that
Okay.
none of us know.
And we're
Okay.
going to use context clues.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
And we're going to guess what the animal is and where it's from.
I need a magic mind for this. I'm doing it.
Dude, that's going to sharpen you right
Yeah.
up.
That's right. I
That's an
need it.
unfair advantage. That's not fair.
I've not had any caffeine, so I'm going to spruce.
Cheers to the magic mind, baby.
Okay.
Gotta love it.
Kyle, go.
All right. Number 1, Akbaba.
I got this one.
Go ahead.
It's an albacore tuna in native Alaskan.
Okay.
See that? He has a magic mind. He goes, fires off.
It's
Boom.
Akbaba with a K. Akbaba.
Actually, that might be Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Forrest.
I am going to go Middle Eastern. What's a language from Pakistani? Is that a language? It's not.
Pakistani. Must
It's
be.
not a language,
Pakistani?
though. Pakistani
Oh, there you go.
for camel.
Maybe. Okay, I think this is Moroccan.
Oh, nice.
For chicken?
No.
I had that
Actually-
the other night for dinner.
Actually, yes.
Moroccan chicken?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh,
Shite.
down.
Okay. This is vulture in Turkish.
Oh, you got turkey.
In the right general vicinity.
Yeah.
You got
sort of.
turkey, you got vulture. Oh.
No one was getting that.
This
All right.
translates to white father or white dad.
Okay.
Baba. Baba is father.
Baba.
Yeah, we
Baba.
should have picked that
Hey,
up.
Baba.
Wouldn't have helped with the vulture.
Nah.
No, I wouldn't have gotten it. What's next?
All right. Next is Skaith.
No. Start again.
Sheathan Lathair.
He's so far off of what I would have said.
Glathian.
What would you
I would have said Sayathon Lither.
Yep.
In that accent. So that accent was
I was just trying to say the word.
Scython Lathair.
Scython.
Who knows? Okay.
So it's got that accent mark over the A there, which makes me think that it's Nordic.
Yep.
So I'm going Nordic country here. I'm going to go with this is the Icelandic short-haired water buffalo.
Indeed.
Okay. Great.
I'm gonna go Norwegian for what's the big seabird that flies?
Albatross.
Seagull?
Albatross. Thank you. Greater
Oh, nice.
albatross.
Norwegian albatross.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
It's 2 words. So what are you thinking, Pat?
I'm going to say Scandinavian. I'm going to say it's Norwegian wolf.
Left there.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh.
This is Irish
Shut
wow.
up. No, it's not.
for bat.
So it's pronounced Scathion Lathair. Wait, is that Irish? Do an Irish accent. Say this in an Irish accent, Pat, please.
He's pointing at you.
I know you're not a jukebox, so please. Yeah, baby. Yeah. If you would have said it like that, we would have all gotten
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
straight
you're
up.
right.
Yeah.
So this translates to leather wing.
Ah.
Sure.
Sorry, what was it again? I missed it. Oh, the
Wing of leather.
Leather wing.
leather
Lethair.
wing.
Bat. It's a
Lethair.
bat.
A bat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bat. Yeah.
Like a big bat?
All right. Over. Next.
Edwin's still writing these?
He is.
We need to have a conversation with Edwin about giving us at least one gimme.
Yeah,
we just
right.
sound real stupid doing these.
Next.
Next. Newshroon. New
Well, this is the governor of California.
Newshorn.
Newshorn.
This is Californian for governor.
Is that an RN or an M at the end?
RN.
Newshroom.
German blobfish.
Newshorn.
I actually have a reason why I'm saying that.
Okay.
Okay.
German
ahead.
blobfish.
Newshroom, I'm going to go back to, Vietnamese here. Newshroom, this is a Vietnamese rattlesnake.
It's Dutch for slug. Wait, let's hear your reasoning.
Shorn, right? Like a shorn, like a scrotum.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes perfect logical sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
So half point to Forrest. It is Dutch.
Wow. Nice. Take your
For
half.
rhino.
Oh.
I
Is
don't
there a
think that's-
translation?
Horn.
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 Nose horn.
Nose
Nose
horn.
horn.
God damn it. We
Nose
could have figured. There were context clues in that.
That is silly.
You say that about everyone. You're so
No,
competitive.
but
Nose
that
horn.
one was there. That's sitting there.
News horn.
He
Nose
doesn't.
horn.
By the way,
It's a nose
he
horn.
doesn't get half a point. That's bullshit.
No, I said Dutch. Fuck
Dutch.
off.
Got it.
Location doesn't give you half a
And
point.
Yes,
it
it
has
does.
always given
That's
us
how the
half a
game
point.
works. Has it?
Yes.
All right,
Next.
fine. You guys always
Nose
agree
horn.
with each other, glad handing, pat each other on the butt. All right.
Next is Vogelbeck deer.
Vogelbeck deer. Okay,
I
this
like
is
the way you said that.
Vogelbeck deer. This is clearly German. It's like Volkswagen, Vogel. What does Vogel mean? Vogel means a vocal. This is the German vocal deer.
It's-
German singing deer.
I think back is back and deer is deer. Something backed deer.
Vogel.
What's a deer that has an
Oh.
interesting back?
Whitetail deer.
Yeah, just a common deer in German.
This is
White-tailed
good.
deer.
You guys are heading in the right direction. Okay. Vogelbeck deer. Vogelbeck deer. This is Russian
Ooh.
for red deer.
Def not Russian. I get a point for German. Half a point.
So this is Dutch.
Again?
He always goes Dutch.
And for platypus.
That makes no sense.
That's
Here's
shenanigans.
here's where it comes in. Bird mouth animal. That make sense?
Sure.
Bird, mouth,
Is Vogel
animal.
bird?
Mouth,
I don't know.
maybe.
He doesn't know that part.
Yeah, I don't know why you would. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
sure
got
why.
mad
I
at
Our
you for
producers
asking.
are great.
Yeah.
All
Follow-up questions
Next.
are no
I want
go
to get
here.
one. I want to get the animal.
Next is Technospecka. Technospecka.
You got to stutter as part of it.
Technospecka.
Okay, I'm going. This is Greek for octopus.
Ooh, Greek. Wow. I like that.
I think nose is nose and Becca is beak. So it's something with a
toucan.
beak nose.
Go
yeah,
toucan. Go toucan.
Toucan. where do toucans live? South America?
But that's not a
Nah,
South
that's
American.
not, no.
Mhm.
I'm not even guessing the language. I'm just going to take my half point with toucan.
Smart.
That's tough. I mean, Technosbeka, this is definitely Tagalog. So this is
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Kyle's native language.
It's not.
He is Filipino. We know this.
Yep.
Not
his,
true.
his mom is half Filipino.
Not true.
Technosbeka. Yeah, I'm going to go with big nose bird. That's the actual species.
It's actually the Muppet Big Bird. What do we got?
Sorry, I shouldn't have said toucan.
So this is turtle in Hungarian.
Turtle. It's got the T right in there. It's a dead giveaway.
A dead giveaway.
Yeah,
Two of the same letters.
Hungarian translates to trough-wearing frog.
That's really funny. But had you given me 1,000 guesses of languages, I never would have said Hungarian.
No, I didn't even know that was a language.
But maybe next time, because
All right.
you know by all the accent
Two
marks
more.
and the
I want to get
umlauts.
one. I really want to get one.
Two more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Furimarmudinga.
Try again.
Furimarundinga.
Ferrara
Let's just throw in an R's that don't exist.
Furimarmundinga.
Ferrara. I'm going Indian for furry rat leather.
Can you do it again?
Ferrara.
I think it's Swahili. Dengue. For mosquito, it brings the dengue fever.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
I'm going Aboriginal language.
Ooh.
It has all those vowels
Okay.
for an echidna.
Oh, come on! Come on! This is ridiculous.
So this is giraffe in Shauna.
Oh, I
Wait,
should
so
probably
what-
have known that.
What is Shauna?
Yeah,
Is that in
the
South-
native language of Zimbabwe?
Oh,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah,
come
he
on.
threw you a bone.
Yeah,
Dude,
he
you got
did.
your bone right there.
It's been too many years.
You've been taking too many bones lately, man.
It's
All
been
right,
too many
last
years.
one. I'm going to get this.
This last one is Babajan.
It's
Babajan.
It's not.
Babajan. Babijan.
It's not.
Babajan.
Nope.
Forrest knows this.
It's Babayan.
Babajan.
That makes
What is
more
it?
sense.
It's Afrikaans, but I don't know what for. Baboon. Bobby. Afrikaans for baboon.
I'm going
Go
at-
ahead.
Oh, look at that.
Wow,
Babayan.
he got one.
Or
This is
it's
incredible.
Or it's how you order Papa John's.
Papa John.
in Zimbabwe.
Bubba
That,
John.
so that was
I love
right.
some Babayan.
Completely.
Baboon Afrikaans.
Boom. I
Good
could
job.
tell it was an Afrikaans word by the yawn at the end, but
It's a close race. We got half a point to 1 point or 1.5 points.
I got 1.5 points.
Wow, good
but
job.
I missed the layup, which was from my own country.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, I hope you guys played along and dropped your comments as we played in there. If not, hey, drop some of your weird language
It would
animals.
be nice for people to actually give us some to break down.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
You'll read the comments. I won't. So
I read them all.
Yeah.
Drop those comments, baby. Here we go.
Speaking of Baba Yan, my wife went to a Mariah Carey Christmas concert.
so
with
you're
her-
calling Mariah Carey a baboon?
No. I'm talking about Baba Yan's.
Okay.
So
Are you talking
so
about breasts? Wait, what are we
I
talking
had the
about?
house to myself,
Uh-huh.
and I was influenced by a commercial I saw while watching football.
Uh-huh.
I ordered a Papa John's stuffed crust pizza.
And
Unbelievable.
that good?
I
You ate the whole thing?
no,
No, he could never. Look how
I
meager
ate
he
too
is.
much. But like I knew she was going to be out late, so I was really excited for my couch fort tonight.
Oh God,
And
so nice.
and fucking ate too much and fell asleep by like 9:45.
Oh, no.
It was so good though.
Let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
How was the sleep? Were you tossing and turning? Did you wake up or did you sleep straight through?
No, I was fighting to get more alone time in front of the TV, and then
do
by
it.
10 I did that miserable walk to the back of the house to brush the teeth and go
Oh.
to bed.
Here's
Where
Dude, when you
every
fall
step
as-
hurts.
Oh,
You're
It
like,
hurts physically.
yeah.
this is what I picture, Pat, because I've seen it many times. It's just on the couch, wine.
No. Spills the wine.
Oh, dude.
That's an
Oh,
amateur
that's
move.
terrible.
Well, it's from the old days.
I used to do it all the time, but I don't do it anymore.
Well, it's because we would stay up till like 5 a.m. watching alien videos on your couch.
Yeah.
And I would be leaving at 6:30, like, oh shit, my phone's dead. Go to the Starbucks to get my Uber. Can I use the charger? Like I'm still
Oh,
up from
no.
last night.
What a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no
Dude,
good.
I had to take the bus home one time.
You yuck.
No joke.
You got influenced by a football commercial.
Yeah,
I saw something interesting. Do you know the sleep app Calm?
yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've never used it. Don't need it, but they advertise a lot. They put out an ad during, was it the Super Bowl or just a football game? I don't know.
Who cares?
30 seconds of silence.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
it.
I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, well, it must have been during the Super Bowl. I just
It
saw
was.
this recently.
Yeah.
30 seconds of complete silence with just text on the screen being like, you need to slow down or whatever.
Sure.
They had
sure.
like a 300% increase in download.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great marketing,
highly
though.
effective.
Because think about it, you're like, everything's so overstimulating during a football game, right? Or
Suddenly you're like,
especially
wait,
during the
what's
Super
going
Bowl.
on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, is the TV broken or whatever? And you're like, wow, this is really calming.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was really clever. Like,
It was.
whoever pitched that in the room, they were like, nah, this is really stupid.
Yeah.
We kind of put out an app with like a commercial with no sound and then absolutely crushed.
Oh, dude, I mean, like, you're totally right, too, because once you recognize the silence, you're like, oh, yeah, I like this.
This is nice.
Yeah. And then everybody shuts up in the room, and you're like, wow. And then back to football. Let's go.
There was a commercial about like maybe 2 or 3 years ago about where everyone's TV just kind of glitched or like broke. Do
I
you
think I
that?
remember that. Yeah.
It was for some streaming service, and that like a similar thing. Their percentage.
Kyle, are you taking notes? What can we do for the podcast that'll get us viral this way?
Pop tops off?
It's an audio only podcast. Let's go dead silent, but instead of 30 seconds, let's do 3 minutes.
Let's make it an
that
hour.
won't get any tune out.
Let's
No.
make it 1 full hour.
We won't see a.
Guys,
go ahead.
I wanted to bring this up. I sent it to Kyle. I was very excited, and I couldn't believe this. Got a message from a brosner, and so how old do you guys think? And if you know this, I'll ask Pat first. How old do you think octopuses are?
How long have they existed on Earth?
Yeah, like the oldest one that we know of. What do you think?
I think they might be newish in the grand scheme of things. I'll say 5 million years.
I'm going to go 150 million years.
You're both. Well, you're closer, Forrest, but I think it was 263 million years old. They found, or 296 million years old, which means that they've been around longer than dinosaurs, bro. Can you believe this? I fact checked this because I didn't believe it.
No, that's really interesting. What I'm wondering is how a cephalopod fossilized.
That's what I said to Kyle. I said the same thing. And what did you say, Kyle?
I said I'm pretty sure there's just calcified bones, right?
They don't have bones.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Kyle,
Yeah.
maybe Google this because I actually want to know the answer before we stop talking about it.
How does this get fossil? By the way, well, we'll circle back to this, but yeah, how does a cephalopod get fossilized?
Kyle's going to tell us, but
There's no bone.
Dude, so octopuses, cephalopods, color-changing aliens have been on the planet Earth for 296 million years, longer than dinosaurs, bro.
They're watching us.
And they're like
They're just waiting to make their move.
Do you think they've always been as smart as they are, or do you think they've evolved to be that smart?
I would think they've evolved over time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
dude, I mean, I was
Just
just
says it's extremely rare, but it doesn't say how the rare instance occurs. It also said there was a 330 million year old 10-armed
Whoa,
cephalopod that
that's
was
wild.
discovered in limestone in Montana's Bear Gulch.
dude.
Whoa.
That always fascinates me when they find like a fossil in the Grand Canyon from when it was filled with water,
Mhm.
and you're just like, man, the Earth has been.
Dude, Green River Fossil Co. It's like a fossil mine out of Wyoming, I want to say.
Yeah.
It's the greatest fossil deposit in the world. They like make tables and benches and tiles and shit out of fossils that they
Dude.
find in Wyoming, all under the sea.
I have a buddy who is much richer than we are, but he's got a fireplace made out of Green River fossil rock.
Isn't it stunning
it's
though?
incredible.
It's like my dream one day to have something like that. Look at
Yeah.
that. Look at that.
Wow.
I've talked to these guys. I have a desk from them. They gave it to me for a set for a show that got canceled before it started. So I'm sure they were stoked on that. But look at look at that. Imagine that wall in your house.
That
oh
is-
my God.
So what we're looking.
I just got to tuck my boner into my waistband because
What are you
that's
doing over
just such a cool looking wall.
Wait, so are these fossils that are actually in this rock right here, or are they like?
Yeah.
Those are real fossils.
Yeah, look at that kitchen. That is my dream kitchen. Everybody,
that is incredible.
I'm gonna start an OnlyFans to
Put
to
it on
get
your
that
Amazon
kitchen.
wish list.
Yeah, no. So
what is the Green River Formation? Why does it exist?
I don't know. I'm sure Kyle would know, but yeah, it's the Green River is the place in. Is it Wyoming? Is that right, Kyle? And it's these mountain or like hills. They're not really mountains. And then they've used as a quarry, and they'll take a slice out of the sandstone.
Yeah.
And then they excavate the fossils out of the slice, basically, and that's what you're seeing. What they make these things, these walls and stuff out of.
So is it confirmed in Wyoming, Kyle, or are you just highlighting random shit on Google again?
These guys are based in Logan, Utah.
Utah. Okay.
Okay.
But dude, I mean, this just kind of really blew my mind. It always puts things into perspective because, like people think dinosaurs are fake and stuff. And I'm always just like, man. Then they discover something that
Wyoming.
it is in Wyoming.
It's right on the border there. The Green River Formation, a 50 million year old shale deposit.
So I guess we're not going to find out because we have horrible producing. But if anybody knows how cephalopods are fossilized, please drop it in the comments. I'll read it.
On that note, Kyle, quickly Google octopus skeleton Halloween.
Okay.
This gets me every Halloween. It drives me. It's like a pet peeve. So this is something you can buy every Halloween. Just want to be clear, octopus don't have bones. And this is a Halloween decoration that comes out every year.
This thing's genius.
It's infuriating.
It looks like an alien.
It's creepy.
It's a gray alien
It's
head
creepy,
with
but
tentacles.
what is it's infuriating.
It's not scientifically
We're not
correct.
teaching the children the right things here.
Yeah, but the giant werewolf that my neighbor puts up is definitely
At least
genetically
that's
correct.
Halloween-y. Come on. Come on.
No, I just thought that was interesting, man. I love stuff like that. You know me and octopuses.
Octopi fossilize when they are buried quickly under sediment while they are still alive or shortly after they die. That could be the same answer for how anything ever has been
The
fossilized.
process excludes oxygen and prevents decay and scavenging. This must be like the same thing.
Right, but they're soft-bodied animals with no bones inside. It doesn't make sense.
Is
to
it
me.
saying that maybe like they get like encased in the mud and then the mud?
So it's like a print that's left
kind of
behind.
like a casting.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
I don't know.
Well, very cool. I mean, it must be the same way that those alien mummies they keep finding in Peru are fossilized.
Did that last
Exactly.
one get debunked, or is that
No.
still up for debate?
None. I mean, I'm not going to get into it crazy. No, none of it's debunked. And also, back in November, they had 2 more congressional hearings about UAPs and
The small fish?
unidentified
beat me to
aerial
it.
phenomenon, and lots of interesting
they
things
kippered?
came out.
In a nice roll mop?
Yeah. Not good. Do you like kippered herring?
No, it's disgusting.
Hey, what was that? What's your favorite sushi?
What did I say? Wahoo? I don't remember anymore.
No, is it or what's the one we talk about? That's got the gross one in the Pacific and the good one.
Amberjack.
Oh, amberjack.
That's your favorite, not my favorite.
All right, fair enough.
All right, well, you know what? It's the holidays.
Yeah.
Gift buying time.
Yeah, baby.
It's eggnog sipping time.
Yeah,
It's
baby.
December. Ooh!
Cool outside.
Patrick's favorite time of the year.
Shortly, we have another pod, but we have a Wild Times Christmas party on the books.
Oh,
That's right. Maybe we'll do a little live stream from there for 10
I'm
minutes.
going to have
yeah.
PJs on the whole time.
Absolutely.
I'm going to drink
Christmas
myself
hat.
sick with nog.
Bring a snow globe.
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, good night. Don't forget to check us out. wildtimes.club/info. We got all the merch. We got the fun stuff. We got sign up for the Patreon. Yeah, do all the things.
Get a
Wild
water
Time.
bottle for someone for Christmas. Just do it.
Papillon's not a sponsor.
No.